Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Dave Information Technology Limited Q2 and H1 FY26 earnings conference call hosted by Kirin Advisors. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company which are based on the beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Saki Panjwara. Thank you, and over to you, Ms. Panjwara.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, I welcome you all to the conference call of Dave Information Technology Limited. From management team, we have Mr. Jaimin Shah, CEO and Managing Director. Now, I hand over the call to Mr. Jaimin Shah for the opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Saki, and thank you, Team Chorus. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for once again joining us today on this particular call. On behalf of the entire Dave IT team, I am happy to welcome you to our Q2 and H1 FY25-26 earnings call. This is always a valuable moment for us to connect with all of you, share our progress, and equally hear your perspective so that we can also incorporate in our forward-looking journey. We truly appreciate your time and continued trust as well as your valuable inputs. Before I get into the numbers, I want to take a moment to reflect on the broader journey which we are building at Dave IT. As I mentioned in my previous calls, that in this financial year, we all have seen lots of geopolitical turbulence. We are witnessing lots of, you can say, product creation, lots of emphasis on AI, cyber security, and IoT kind of technology. And we are also witnessing that India is becoming one of the biggest IT consumer in the world. Over the last 2.5 decades, we have consistently evolved from being a regional software solution company to a diversified global IT services organization. Today, our work spans across cloud, digital transformation, enterprise applications, managed IT services, and products like Intelligence, ByteSigners, and many more on Microsoft Dynamics, which are already published on Microsoft Marketplace through our group company, sister company called DA Consultancy. Our engagements with government and enterprise clients continue to strengthen our positioning in India's growing digital economy. Along with this, our presence in international markets, including North America, Australia, Europe, continues to grow. Supported by our partnership with Microsoft and other technology leaders, as well as our local ecosystem partners. Q2 FY25-26 was another meaningful step towards in that journey so that we can achieve what are the value proposition we are creating, having all these value propositions as well as group companies. We secured new strategic projects from Rajcom, Gujarat Informatics Limited, Gujarat Infopetro, Nixi, across enterprise software development and that too in e-governance ecosystem. There are lots of cloud migration, e-governance modernization, and financial management orders, system order, which we have grabbed in last 6 months. For us, these wins are not only revenue opportunities, but also validation that the market trusts our capability and long-term execution strategies. The public issue of our subsidiary, Dev Accelerator Limited, worth rupees 143.35 crore, was also an important milestone. This strengthens the balance sheet of the business and enable expansion in the managed office space segment, where DevX is already an increasingly recognized partner or player. Internally, we continue to stay focused on building capabilities that are relevant for the future. Investment in AI, cybersecurity, blockchain, and platform development are progressing well, and those are our focus area in last 9 months. The ABCD framework that we follow, and you all must have seen our last financial year annual report, where we have mentioned ABC of any framework, any businesses. We have added D in current quarter, so it makes ABCD framework that we follow, and that comprise of AI and BI, blockchain, cybersecurity, and data center infrastructure that will guide our roadmap for the future. Our subsidiaries, Mindact and products like Intelligence and BioSigner, continue to add capability depth, while Dev Labs maintaining the center of innovation, building new intellectual property and products. And that's what you all must have seen in last EGM, that our focus is building more and more India-centric product as well as innovative product, so that we can create more asset-like companies or IPs, what we have created with DevX. As you all know, that this current year, and I also have mentioned in my previous call, that in this current year, we are focusing more on India market business, though it's a low margin business, but our focus is to create high value assets like DevX, and also maintaining our sustainability. Because we don't know that what is going on with North America. We don't know what are our tariff implication on IT services business as far as US is concerned. We don't know about our trade treaty with Canada. So all those things has created uncertainty, and here we are in a great position as a Dev IT, because we are also present in India market and also present in overseas market. So we want to focus mainly on sustainability and creating more and more high value assets, so that we can utilize this particular period where we can grab more and more India-centric business for the sustainability, and creating the solutions like Intelligence, BioSigner, and many more solutions under Mindact and DA, which will be utilized once this geopolitical turmoil will be settled and over in next couple of quarters. For Q2 FY25-26, our consolidated total income stood at rupees 49.18 crore as compared to rupees 48.24 crore last FY24-25. EBITDA for quarter stood at 3.82 crore against rupees 11.23 crore in the same time period last year. Reported net profit for Q2 stood at rupees 71.88 crore compared to rupees 8.11 crore in corresponding quarter last year. It is important to note that this number includes an exceptional gain of rupees 93.55 crore of DevX. I just want to draw your attention that DevX is not just like an investment to any other thing. DevX, where Dev IT is one of the promoters, it's like our own business unit which we have created, and this is like different type of asset which Dev IT has created in last 5 years. And now we can see, because DevX has gone public, and now we can see the value of this investment, or you can say an idea which grew 6 years ago that has given a high valuation to the company's growth. So for Dev IT, DevX is not just an investment. For Dev IT, DevX is one of the business units. For half year H1 FY26, our consolidated total income stood at rupees 92.64 crore compared to rupees 83.97 crore in the same period last year, reflecting a growth of 10.32%. EBITDA for H1 stood at rupees 7.85 crore against rupees 17.29 crore in H1 FY25. Reported net profit for the half year stood at rupees 74.06 crore compared to rupees 11.83 crore last year, again including the exceptional gain of rupees 93.55 crore. Alongside financial progress, we continue to focus on strengthening the organization foundation. This includes skilling people across new technology areas, improving delivery efficiencies, and creating a recurring revenue mix through long-term contracts and managed services. Our ESOP program rolled out this quarter as well reflected our confidence in the future and our belief in building a wealth for employees who are part of our journey. And this is because our philosophy is people first and business always, where we believe that whoever are there with our journey, even though we are having a low margin business, but we are having a very high other asset class IPs, we believe that whoever are there with us should also be part of our journey and should also be benefited through different class of assets valuation. While the industry environment remains dynamic and sometimes uncertain, the long-term demand drivers for digital transformation, cybersecurity, AI adoption, and enterprise system modernization remain very strong. We believe that the momentum we are building today positions us well for consistent and sustainable growth in the year ahead. As we move forward, our goals are very clear. We are very focused, even though we are extremely cognizant about our margins. We are extremely cognizant about our investments as well as our cash flows. But still, we are extremely bullish about wherever we are investing so that we can create asset class or we can create intellectual property which can give us extremely high valuation what we got in DevX. And that is how you will see few different things from Dev IT, though those concepts as well as ideas are uh, uh, under development, but those are all reached at POC level within organizations, so that we have not yet informed exchanges about it. But let me give you, without giving you a concept, a naming about those ideas, we are building one of the unique blockchain-based solution for India market, which will definitely solve lots of hassle for every citizen of this country. This will also solve issues for bodies, that too, government as well as different certificate issuing body for verifying those documents. So that entire thing is getting ready. It's already been done. Now we are waiting for a couple of customer confirmation. Once those are all available, we'll definitely come back to you all and launch that product. We are expecting that product will also be like what we have created in DevX. So that investment right now going from MindDev and Dev IT, and whenever that value will be created, that value will be an exceptional high value return for Dev IT in a near future. Similarly, we are also riding on India market growth by way of having intelligence, by way of our Dev Labs concept, and creating a separate ecosystem, so that that entire ecosystem of product can be benefited through a particular entity. So more and more people can join in that journey, as well as more and more people can come and invest into that entity, so that our reach to customer base goes tremendously high. As you all know, the intelligence is one of the unique AI, ML-based, SaaS-based blockchain solution, which will be catering to 4 crore of tele users in India. Our target is to achieve, if not 100%, but to achieve 10% of tele, this 4 crore user by 2028. Similarly, we are also working very closely to gain our early entrant access, or early entrant first mover advantage in GIFT City by through DevX. As you all know, that DevX has a center in its GIFT City. Now, as we all know, that many GCCs are entering in India, and GIFT City is offering outstanding opportunities for those GCC to enter. So we are creating an ecosystem where we'll be providing end-to-end solution to those companies entering in GIFT City, starting from real estate to IT to compliance, everything that will be under one banner. So that kind of ecosystem or an entity is being created. And once everything is done, we'll definitely come back and inform exchanges as well as inform all of you. With all those things, our focus, as you all know, that our focus is ABCD. Our focus also to create more and more profitability. Our focus is more to create export business. This year, our target was to increase more and more export business, but because of geopolitical situation, we are not diverting our focus from USA or North America, but we are, for sustainability, we are capturing more and more business, India market business. But good part is this e-governance expertise which we have created in last 28 years, that is also giving some kind of return to Dev IT through our group company. I'll again come back to you that once agreement, we reach out to an agreement, but we are on the verge of final talks where through our subsidiary DA, we are also going to capture some of the US-based e-governance project because Dev IT has a strength in e-governance. They have a strength of Microsoft Dynamics and Power Platform. And the company in US, they are having a strength in government sector in USA. So by collaborating this thing, we'll be capturing that particular business. And our target is also set that at least $1 to $3 million of business will be done in FY26-27. Once we are through with that particular agreement, we'll definitely inform exchanges and inform all of you. As you all know that USA is becoming very, you can say, uncertain market. And as you all know that we have a Canada presence since last so many years. Though Canada was not having a good political relations in last few years, but now India and Canada is also building a good relations, and trade is playing a very crucial role. And because our presence is there in Canada, we see in last 3 to 4 months, many Canadian entities now moving towards India service-based company like Dev IT DA to solve their Microsoft Dynamics problem, to provide them cybersecurity solutions. Very soon, we'll be announcing couple of closures in Canada as well. So our investment and our presence in Canada, we see a great opportunity in coming quarters in Canada. And also we are extremely bullish about Australia, then Europe market and MENA market, where in Australia, we are right now working with a local partner because we don't have a direct presence on a few AI and Microsoft Dynamics projects. So next year, we'll see more and more our direct presence in Australia as well. As far as AI, blockchain, cybersecurity, and data center businesses are concerned, in AI, we have built a really good team in last 9 months, and those team got a really good experience, and those team have really created an excellent AI ML based intelligence new version. You all must have seen our social media post that we launched Intelligence 2.0 a couple of months ago. And that entire thing, you can say, creating a new intelligence in just last 6 to 7 months. So whatever investment we have done in last 4 years, we did it in last 6 to 7 months because we wanted to. We have seen that entire demand is growing towards AI, growing towards BI, and growing towards cybersecurity. So that product is busy and now is ready, and now we see really great traction where around 4 to 5 serious partners, they are already aligned and enlisted, and they are started selling intelligence. So we are bullish about intelligence now because of this new avatar of intelligence. Similarly, in blockchain, as I mentioned earlier, that through Mindapt, now we are getting good services contracts, and we are creating intellectual property, and that will launch and announce very soon. As far as cybersecurity is concerned, as you all know, that in last January, we have in last December, we announced that business unit, and in January, immediately within a couple of months, we got a contract from one of the data centers, an existing customer from USA, and that business have also grown, and we see that business growing from $500,000 to $2 million in next financial year end. As far as data center is concerned, data center is one of our key delivery and managed IT expertise, which we have created in last 10 years. And now you all know that India is becoming a very popular destination as far as data center is concerned. In Gujarat, we are having more and more companies coming in gift. In Gujarat, government have started providing incentives to data centers. And similarly, states like Chhattisgarh, states like Maharashtra, they are also offering more incentives to data centers. And we being a very old data center service provider, we are right now in a final talk to a data center creator where we can provide data center management solutions and services to their customers. So this is how Dev IT is focusing. We are extremely cognizant about our revenue. We are extremely cognizant and aware about our margins, but we are extremely, you can say, confident about our asset class creation, which you have seen in DevX. And similarly, you will see in this 4 segment, which we are focusing right now. So once again, thank you for being here for today and for being part of the story which we are building at Dev IT. We look forward to your questions and the discussion ahead.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on a touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of Vinod Shah with VS Ventures. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Vinod.
So total income growth this quarter year on year was very modest. So going forward, what would be the key drivers that could accelerate this revenue growth?
Vinod bhai, as I mentioned in this call as well as in last couple of calls, currently our focus is maintaining the growth which we are doing since last couple of years. But maintaining sustainability is main focus. So we are really optimistic about growth in this next 6 months because we are focusing mainly on India market. And fortunately, our USA market and our export growth has also been seen in last couple of months. So by this year end, will be, I think, if not surpassing, but will be doing reasonably good as far as revenue is concerned. Revenue numbers are concerned in current year.
Okay. And sir, what about the EBITDA margins? Like they have declined year-on-year basis. So what were the main pressures and how soon we can expect the improvement in that?
Yeah, that's what I mentioned in my all the calls, that one of our focus area is a low margin. And as you know, that we are investing more and more in creating uh, other asset class, like what we created in DevX. For you, it will be an investment, but for me, it's a business. It's a business unit where we have invested a few years ago, and now we are getting extremely high return. Similarly, we are in this 6 months to 9 months, we have invested heavily into creating a few intellectual property. And those intellectual property, those expenditure which we are spending right away, if not all, then few will definitely give us a high return in next few quarters. Because I also wanted to upskill my employees. If I do that upskillment and if I don't utilize them in creating some kind of value proposition, then that's my sheer loss. So what we have done, we are upskilling them. So our margins being decreased, but we are utilizing them for creating IP-based solutions, not only in DevIT, but also in GA. And if you can go and see this Microsoft Marketplace, around 40 plus solutions are already available on Microsoft Marketplace. So those are all investment are done during this particular period so that we can gain those return in coming quarters.
Okay. And so I can see that there is an exceptional gain of some 92 crores. So can you describe that, and going forward, how would be the profitability look like?
So the exceptional profit or income is DevX. So DevX, as you all know, that DevX went public, and DevIT's shareholding decreased from 23% to 17% in DevX. So that as per accounting norms, we have to calculate the current valuation of DevX shares, and we have to take it into our P&L. So that is the valuation of DevX share market price based on 30th September 2025. So that will be totally linked with DevX performance as well as market price in coming quarters. And similarly, we'll be having more and more value proposition businesses through GA or MindDev and DevIT per se. So EBITDA, which we are focusing right now, is to increase that EBITDA. But currently, our focus is to maintain sustainability. So this year, we might have a similar EBITDA like last year, but creating this value proposition will also result into extraordinary valuation like what we got in DevX. Similarly, we are working on 4 different concepts that may give us really high growth valuation in coming quarters.
Okay, sir. And the next question is like on the revenue mix. So how much of our current revenue is recurring versus project driven?
You mean to say how much is the project which... So can you please elaborate?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to know, like, how much of it is like a recurring revenue.
Okay.
So we have
So,
client retention.
yeah. So, normally our business, we are having 1 year of contract with majority of our customers.
Mm-hmm.
And till now, in last 28 years, our 80% of customers, they have renewed those contracts for another 1 year. I might not be exactly aware about 80% or 90% or 70%, but majority of customers, they are renewing our contracts for another 1 year. So, you can say 60% are recurring business and 40% are new business.
Okay, sir. And sir, are you facing any pricing pressure in cloud services or digital transformation or government-led IT modernization projects? Are you facing any pricing pressure there?
So pricing pressure, we are definitely facing not only in India market, but also in North America market. Everywhere, pricing pressure as well as payment pressures are there. That previously in North America, people were ready to pay in 30 days, but now they are negotiating it with 45 days to 60 days. And similarly, in India, it is open secret that India is a price-conscious market. But even though it's a price-conscious market, but business predictability is there. So, as far as pricing pressure, your exact answer to pricing pressure is there? Yes, there is a pricing pressure in every market. And now having this labor code introduced, now we have to revisit our pricing structure as well.
Okay, like it's still primary, but how much with new labor codes, how much increment in cost you are expecting?
That's really not been done, Vinod bhai. So I cannot predict any number right now.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Fortunately, our majority of our contracts, they are having a clause of this government regulatory increment. So we don't see much of margin pressure as far as Dev IT is concerned, and as far as India market is concerned, that we might have to take a hit of those, if at all there is something incremental pricing. But those things are already covered in our majority of our contracts.
Okay, sir. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vinod.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Mahesh Seth with VY Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mahesh.
Yeah. So, good afternoon. And I had a question, like, how is the traction shaping up in overseas market? Like, especially in the US and Canada, where you are, strengthening the partnerships.
Okay. So, Mahesh bhai, in US and Canada, traction are already there. People are right now slightly uncertain about how their local government will treat a service export. But as our relations with those companies are very old, so we are not facing that issue. And that is how our investment in DA results into positive side, because they have their presence in Houston there, and they have a company called Dynamic Stars. So companies are not seeing it negatively. So that's becoming a positive part for the right. As far as the opportunities are concerned, we see really great traction in last 3 months in USA as well as Canada market in terms of their SME companies are now spending more and they are also ready to outsource their services. But only thing that they want to deal with local entity, and that's how our Dynamic Stars and Dev IT North America become a very important part, and that's how those two companies which we have started are giving us a positive response. Another thing which we have seen in last 2 months about Canada, that Canada and USA, their relations are spoiled. And Canada has now seriously thinking that they should move away from USA and they should also maintain extraordinarily good relations with India. I am also part of Indo-Canada Business Chamber Association in India, so I see that attraction very well. But now those companies are moving away from US service provider to other service provider like India, and now those companies in Canada are really focusing more on ERP business and cybersecurity services. And that is how as I mentioned in my speech, that we are getting good traction from Canada. And because our presence is there in Canada from year 2012, we are being seen as a serious player.
Okay. Got it. And are you also planning to open new delivery or business development centers internationally to accelerate more growth?
Yes, that's what our wish are, and that's what we came out with our preferential warrant, where those money will be utilizing for acquiring a local non-India based company, mainly into North America or Europe or in Australia, but mainly in North America. If not acquiring a company, then having our own physical presence in this area. Though we have our physical presence in Canada, but we want to have our physical presence in US other than Canada as well. So that is already been done. That's already within our planning, and that's what this kind of partnership which I mentioned in my speech about having a partnership with a local government service provider, and that's a step towards having our physical presence in North America.
Okay. Got it. And is your margin profile in international business is materially stronger compared to domestic government contracts?
Yes. So international market, because of exchange and because of our service delivery cost is low, margins are obviously high in export business.
Okay, got it. Thank you for answering. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Ms.
I'll come back in case. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Next question comes on the line of Prashant Shah, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, Prashant.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So my first question is, how will the fundraise to Dev actually address public issue translate into revenue or profitability for the group?
So as far as Dev IT is concerned, revenue of DevX as our business, our Dev IT's total equity is less than 20%. So that revenue is not being merged into our balance sheet, in consolidated balance sheet. But there are business units. So there, DevX is providing two things. One is managed co-working space to majority to IT companies, and second one is they are into startup accelerators. So there are many customers of ours who are looking for India Development Center, but they want to align with a company who can provide a consolidated solution like co-working space and IT services. So we are getting benefit out of DevX presence in 28 locations in India. So we are getting majority or many customers because of this co-working and because of our IT capabilities. So for us, DevX is one of the units which provides us more and more, you can say, leads or opportunities.
Okay. And what is the medium-term vision for DevX for more centers, new cities, strategic partnerships, etc.?
So DevX has its own, though we are a co-founder and promoter of DevX, but we have kept its management completely different than the IT, so that they can grow fast and they have agility. They have a plan to open more and more centers. So currently they are having 28 locations, and very soon they will be reaching to around 35 to 40 odd service co-working spaces in different part of India, as well as different part of in different area of a city. So like in Ahmedabad, they have 2 centers and they are opening another 2 centers very soon. So similarly in Vadodara, Rajkot, Surat, they have opened in Surat. So they are expanding more in tier 2 cities of India.
Okay. And how much of your revenue currently comes from your subsidiaries, and how fast do you expect it to grow its contribution?
Okay. So as far as our subsidiaries are concerned, around in our consolidated balance sheet, it's around 25 crore of revenue coming from 2 subsidiaries, mainly DA and Mindef. And as far as these 2 companies are concerned, in DA, we are expecting at least double in next couple of years. And in Mindef, we are creating couple of projects on blockchain, which I mentioned in my speech. So that will create more and more intellectual property, so that our annuity business coming from that 2 products.
Okay. I will get back to the queue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Riya Shah with Orient Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I have a question. What level of investment is planned for AI, cybersecurity, and blockchain capabilities over the next 12 to 24 months?
Okay. So as far as AI, cybersecurity, and blockchain are concerned, we are right now already investing, but that investment are considered under a product development, because we are using those people in two things. One is skilling them. That's how our margins are low. And another one is creating high-class AI ML-based solutions intelligence, and we'll be announcing soon a couple of products using AI and blockchain. So you can say around 7 to 12 crore will be invested mainly on AI and blockchain are concerned. As far as cybersecurity is concerned, our idea is to use to create a center of excellence like what we are doing with AI, similarly with cybersecurity, so that we have world-class SOC in our existing infrastructure. So in cybersecurity, we are expecting around 3 to 5 crore more to be invested. So all in all, around 12 to 18 crore is what we are expecting to invest for R&D or for a center of excellence creation.
Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and one to ask a question. Our next question comes from the line of Ishita Sen with Urban Sphere Consultant. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Ishita.
Yeah, so could you share more insights on our current order book and the typical execution cycle timeline?
Okay. So, current order book is around 40% of our total revenue. So if I add my current order book, so I have a visibility of around 130 to 140 crore in this financial year. And out of that 130 crore, we are expecting 30 to 38 crore of that order book will be continuing in FY27. As far as remaining new orders are concerned, so we are expecting really good orders in next 4 months. So those orders, we are expecting around 25 to 28 crore of orders. And I'm just mentioning those 25 to 28 crore, which will last till FY26. So for order book is concerned for FY27 is around 38 to 45 crore, including what we are going to receive order in next 4 months.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and one to ask a question. Once again, a reminder to all the participants that you may press star and one to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, as there are no further questions, we have reached the end of question and answer session. I would now like to hand the conference over to Saki Panjiyara.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Dev Information Technology Limited. If you have any queries, you can write to us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Once again, thank you everyone for joining the conference call. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Team Chorus and Team Kirin. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us.